DDD and Nano. It was Fusion.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh.
That's not Banjo.
That is not Banjo. I don't know how I feel about this pick. Listen, I've played a DDD against a Diddy before, and Diddy really just has to spam peanuts, and it's almost game over. Like, it's terrifying.
Really? And the thing with Diddy is he can recover high, so I feel like Dedede, like Dedede's best strength to me is ledge trapping. Like that's when I'm most scared of Dedede's, is when they have that advantage over you.
Right.
And Diddy has a couple different recovery routes he can take, so obviously Dedede can jump in the air too, but he's not very quick at it. So if Diddy just monkey flips high and then barrels back down, it seems like an easy way to move around it. But if you don't know how to fight Dedede, you can lose very quickly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dedede does have a lot of crazy tools. Shoutouts to Adamist, who's an absolute monster with this character. Really just, taking matchup steps. Dedede really has no right taking. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The ledge trapping is where this character shines. Just a lot of fantastic tools to deal with that. Oh my god, but it's, all the time we're trying to talk about Dedede and the strength that they have. Rivers just finding a way to blow up that stock. Huge down air, but a back air right back from Bomus. And we got an even game.
Yeah, if I'm Rivers, I'm feeling good about that first stock. You're essentially getting bodied, made one hard read off stage at 60%. You dumpstered one of the heaviest characters in the game. As Diddy, like, you got to be feeling pretty good about that. But now you got to figure out how to get a stranglehold back in this matchup. Diddy's like neutral master. Like, he should be winning neutral a lot. But he's having a hard time right now against Dedede. This is really well played right now from Bomus.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be a matter of just trying to figure out the actual game plan around it. I don't know how often Rivers does play against Dedede. I imagine they've got some good experience enough though. But each player kind of has their own unique take on it as well. So maybe he's trying to figure that out. Right now, looking pretty good. Got a really good percentage lead right here. There we go. Those peanuts, man. Really just making Dedede struggle, and that's like a huge deal in this matchup.
It's so funny because he's like this gigantic penguin with a huge hammer and these like, you know, balls of iron and spikes that didn't come out right. But anyway, I'm talking about Gordos, but he loses to a peanut. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but it is Smash, so like anything is possible.
Yeah, because I think Peanut even sends Gordos right back too, right?
I would guess so, yeah.
Yeah, Gordos get beat by everything. It's really gross.
I've never even thought about this matchup in my life. You tell me.
I'm pretty sure they do.
A stiff breeze sends the Gordos back. So
yeah,
I think
it's really unfortunate. But yeah, right now, yeah, we saw Bomus off to a hot start, but really it's just been the River show since then. Oh, looking for the the down air to close out that stock and the game. Not gonna be able to find it, but yeah, man, Bomus is definitely struggling.
Yeah, not looking good right now. There you go. There's the interaction we're looking for. The Peanuts do beat. It's just they made Gordo so weak. You know what I mean? Which was, I mean, in all the other games, it was such a strong option. Still good for ledge trapping though. Oh, nice try. I love the idea right there. Everyone's thinking Gordo every day of the week right there, but he went for the good, very active dash attack, but.
Yeah, the crazy thing there is at the end, we actually saw the banana just kind of fall down, and because of the falling hitbox it has, that's unfortunate. But yeah, the banana, when it was falling, it fell and it landed on the Gordo, and the Gordo actually flew back. So I mean, it's really unfortunate. Like Gordo's still a strong option, don't get me wrong, but it's also very weak at the same time.
It's like it's his like mini game. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you deal with Gordo? If you send it back to him, if he inhales, he'll send it back to you again, or if he you know, he has a couple different ways he can send it back too. But it's like you got to kind of play around that, and once you do, I think that breaks the character down a decent amount. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know Dedede mains, you guys all love Dedede. Who doesn't? I mean, he's pretty hilarious. But I think you guys kind of hate on him a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's some things about him that are just frustrating as a player. What do you think? Like, I'm not asking like if you could buff him or anything, like what would you change, but in terms of playing as him, what are like the most frustrating parts, you know, for you?
As far as playing Dedede, it's really like, so being a bigger body, and like, yeah, he does have some good movement options to be able to like get back the stage, like aerial movement's not bad, but also the problem is just his aerial movement and just movement in general, it's kind of lackluster. He can struggle against characters who can wall him out like heavily. Like going against Steve is absolutely awful. It's one of the worst things. It sucks. So any character with that type of like potential to be able to create a wall and really just be like, you know, really keep Dedede out. That's the biggest issue that this character has. But again, like the ledge trapping tools do help out a lot. I've actually spoke to Adamus before about it, kind of asking what he would want just for a buff on Dedede if he could. He said the only thing he wants is a better grab range, or just a better grab in general. He said that would actually make this character very, very, very good in his eyes.
Fair. I think that's fair because you don't really change the core of how the character operates. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's still gonna play pretty much the same. He just has a good grab too. You're not asking for more airspeed or anything ridiculous like that. You're asking for still want him to basically play the same, just a little stronger, which I think is completely fair. What was I gonna say? While we were saying that, it sounds like Diddy's just a nightmare for him because Diddy controls neutral very well. He has a weak projectile that clanks well with Gordo, and then also you can get around the ledge trapping if he gets a little creative. So it just seems like a nightmare. And he's mobile. Diddy's fast. Diddy can move, man.
Diddy can really move. I mean, you got like the banana glides, the peanut glides, there you go, stuff like that. And it just like allows him to just change his momentum like mid-air. It's actually insane the way that Diddy Kong can actually move. And but yeah, you can see it right here, man. We saw those peanuts. He just shot like 4 or 5 peanuts not too long ago. And Dedede almost couldn't do anything. He just had to wait and like really take his time just finding a way in. And he really didn't even find a way in. Like he was like looking in like the window at the door, and oh my god, dude, Rivers, take it easy.
It's like that meme of what's it, Javert from Les Mis. Remember when what's his name played him? Who's the actor? Gerard Butler. When he played him? Or not Gerard Butler. It's the other guy that looks like Gerard Butler. What the hell's his name? You know what I'm talking? You say Les Mis?
I've not seen Les Mis, no. But I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Like, it took me a while, but yeah, he's kind of like Gerard Butler, but like older and
like Gerard Butler, yeah. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, yes.
You know that Russell Crowe meme?
Yo, yeah, where he's looking through the window? Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Russell Crowe. Shut up, chat. You have 3 glasses of wine with one. You better remember Russell Crowe, okay?
Uglier Gerard Butler. That's what we'll just call him from now on.
Hey, that's Maximus right there. We don't talk.
Well, listen, I'm not saying he's not cool. I'm just saying he's uglier than Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler's a good-looking man, right? There's nothing to complain about here.
Fair enough. I don't think anyone's gonna. Yeah, but you still use the word ugly. I think that's the problem. You know what I mean? You can be like, not as good looking or whatever.
Hey, sometimes my language is just a little bit aggressive, I guess. But it is what it is. But speaking of aggressive, man, Rivers continues to put this aggression down. These peanuts are obviously the worst thing in this Dedede's life.
Yeah, it's a tough one for sure, man. It's just this like slow projectile that's lobbed and just gives you so many problems. Like it shouldn't give you that many problems. You know what I mean? But for Dedede, he's got 99 problems and peanut gun is 1. You know.
A peanut gun is probably like depending on how many peanuts he shoots out, it could be a whole bunch of them. But yeah. The big old down there. Dedede waiting way too long on that ledge. We're going to see a very quick, strong, and effective 2-0 to put Bomus47 right into the loser's bracket.
Good timing there on the banana drop into the down air. So it's like it covers 2 things. Like if the banana hits the back end of your body while you're still holding onto the ledge, it'll put you into the tumble. Or if the down air is just timed correctly so that your invulnerability runs out, kind of covers two options there. So really good, not 2 options, but 2 timings. So really good option there. In worst case, you whip that and you just monkey flip at him anyway. Like you're still fine after that.